Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner, honey, and we have more foolishness going on today. So let's have a whole little chat, okay? I hope everybody had a great or is having a great Memorial Day. I had no plans on being live today. I even pushed my Love and Marriage Huntsville and Love and Marriage DC and put a ring on a review to tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be live for those. But we had receipts being posted between DL Hughley and Monique. Okay, they both posted receipts, and somebody is still lying, but we have to figure out who's still lying about this. Okay, is it his fault? Is it her fault? Is it the promoter's fault? Is it the venue's fault? Somebody around here messed up, and now these two comedians who have been doing this for years upon years upon years is up and fussing all over social media. Okay, having to respond back and forth to one another. But y'all know the deal. First things first, make sure that you are following me on IG and on Twitter at JayLeesCorner. Okay, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel here. Okay, JayLeesCorner. Hit the subscribe button, but don't just subscribe, and also watch my content. Okay, when you get out watching this video, it's a whole bunch of other videos about all kind of stuff around here. Okay, round here. Now, yes, I am here. Hi. And whatever. But again, I hope everyone's enjoying their day. It is hot here in Michigan. I have my air conditioner on. I hope y'all cannot hear it. But let's get into what we came here to get into. Now, yesterday. Oh no, wait, let me first, because y'all know the first 5 minutes is always hellos. Okay, always had lows. Okay. So hey everyone who is here for the live. Okay, hello to the people who are watching the replay. Okay, because both of y'all matter. Okay, both of y'all matter. The live watchers, but also people who come and watch the replay. Hello to myself in the chat. Hello. Hey. Yep, I know. I have it all. I have DL's receipts and I have Monique receipts. We're going to talk about it all. Hello to you too. Hello. Okay. I wonder who was right or they both got played. And it happened here in Detroit. And I'm like, don't nobody want to be having to. Look, I'm tired of having to defend my city. Okay, so I hope Wells Fargo it is. It ain't Detroit fault. I just hope it's not Detroit fault because we are they and they are we. But hey, hello to everybody. Please make sure okay, to hit the like button. Hey, ma. Okay. Hello to everyone. I missed a day and missed the last good. Honey, this weekend has been a busy weekend. Okay, between Love and Marriage Huntsville people and DL and Monique or whatever, it's just all kind of things going on, honey, and we are up here just to bring y'all the tea. Okay, bringing it to y'all. Okay, but hello to everybody. Hello. Hi. We need another. Wait. We need at least Keita on case. Probably so. Contracts only. Every comedian talks about their contract and the name as a headliner. Tickets don't do it. DL has been in this business long enough. No better, please. Plus, he had done movies too. Hello to everybody that's going in. Say hello. Okay. Yep, y'all know what I'm saying. Follow, subscribe to me. Here, hit that subscribe button. Become a whole JayBird, dun, and down. Okay. You made a live, Lisa? Welcome. Whenever anybody know named Lisa, I always go to Lisa McDowell. Okay, from not Made in America, Come to America. But welcome to the live. We have good time around here. Okay, good time have our all. Sound like the motors messed up, which is what DL has been saying. Okay, all that cussing was unnecessary and made me not want to watch the video. Okay, I'm gonna give Monique grace since she's getting her second chance. I just watch it play out. Okay. Y'all know to join in on a conversation, which means comment in the comment section. Okay, comment in the comment section. Okay, I bet they both got played. Probably so. Okay, that's what we had to discuss. Now, I was live yesterday and we had that probably. Look, put in the comment section. Do y'all want to watch her video again? Do y'all? I mean, if y'all do, I'll find it and play it. But I'm like, I don't really care that much. I don't know if I even do. I still have. I probably do. It's right here. So if y'all want to see that again, and then we'll get into the DL receipts and the Monique receipts. Put that in the chat, and then once I get down a little bit, you can say yes or no. But I'm like, we did all that yesterday. Okay. Monique. Let me see. I'm sorry. Looks like they both got played by the promoter. Who knows who was supposed to close? Yes, it's hot, honey. It is hot. It is hot in Michigan today. Okay, it was at least 90 degrees. Okay, now it was a breeze, but it was still hot. I'm happy to be home under the air conditioner. Okay, my sister got air tubes. It was one of my sister's house. This heat has got the people sitting already, sitting already. Who paying to see DL? It seemed like a lot of people because he was booked. You know what I'm saying? He was booked or whatever. May not be busy, but he would. Okay, good. Notes, good. Okay, because I didn't want to sit through that again either. I was like, no. Okay, but I see all the notes around here. Okay, yep. So notes and nose, and you say, hey, Keisha. So I see all the no's around here. Nope, not again. Hello, Dick who's a member. Thank you for being a member. I'm confused. Why is she so mad at DL? That's a good question. That is an absolute good question. No, skip that cussing. Okay, skip that shit. Okay, I cuss enough. You don't need her cussing as well. Okay. No, I saw multiple times. Okay, so I think I'm done. Will Fab? Yeah, Will Fab is in. I don't know what's going on, to be honest. Go watch my video from yesterday. That was the beginning of it. We'll get into a little bit. Monique is acting like a clown. We don't need to see it again. A bit clownish. Okay. I saw the replay. She really went off. Yes, she did. Okay. This Dia been hating on her private situation. He had to see it at her table. What did he? I don't know when they got a table. Okay, I'm leave that be. How he have when did Dia what how that happen? Who said that? I think both Monique and DL had their own tables. I think Monique has her table and he has his. I don't want folks trying to down either Monique or DL on their accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? DL and Monique are both comedians in the game who have made a name for themselves. We not gonna act like DL is nobody or like Monique is nobody. They both are somebody's who I've watched for years. So I don't think that he had it's at her table. I don't believe that at all. At all. Now, does she have her own table? She does. He has his own as well. Okay, so let's not try to make it seem like one of them is better than the other. Even if and I'm not saying you in particular, I'm talking in general. Even if someone doesn't find one or the other of them funny, they both have a full-fledged following, which is why anybody here give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to speak negatively about them as in their career. So they're both, in my opinion, both Monique and Neil are legends in the comedy game. Period. Capital P. Let's see. Wait, what's going on? What is going on? DL is always booked. You know what I'm saying? DL is booked and busy. Doing the stage though, it's like she yeah, you know what I'm saying? Where was she running to? When she started, I was like, where's she running to? Was she running from the club? I don't know. It was weird. It was weird. It was weird. Before getting on stage, no one asked who closed and asking for a friend. Look, I feel like when you go to a show that has, more than one person performing, whether it's a comedian, whether it's a musician or whatever, when you have more than one people performing, no one, we as the audience don't care who going first or last. Okay, not at all. And I feel like the thing people don't want to realize is once we hear, we just want to know the comedian. We not want to know. We want to see. Sometimes, I guess I watch my phone. We want to see the show. That's it. When it's only like two comedians, I'm like, does it matter who closed? Okay. I'm guessing she made a deal because he was aware of the change that he wouldn't go on if he wasn't the headliner. But is that his fault? Why is she not mad at the voter? Boom. Who made the decision? DL is not writing the check. Okay. Why didn't you try to talk to DL one-on-one before it went public? Great question. I know she said he has eaten at her house. But what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? I feel like thirsty. I feel like for her to say, at one point in time, you ate at my house at my table. Well, if you consider him to be that close a friend because you invited him to your house, why wasn't there a conversation off stage? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? And again, I have to always reiterate this. My video and my commentary is in no way in defense of DL. I'm just talking about what happened. And how my issue the whole time has been how she handled it on stage publicly. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is to say that someone, as she said in the show, he's ate at my table. He's been in my house. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. If y'all that cool, then why handle this like this publicly on the stage, knowing it would go viral? Because you went hard at him. So, someone saying, well, he ate in my house. Well, that means y'all have some kind of bond or some kind of, connection to where, why couldn't this be handled behind closed doors? Because it's business. It's not even personal. But that's just my opinion. I feel like you have to, there's a thin line between keeping it real and being messy, in my opinion. And I feel like if someone do you wrong, you don't always have to make it a public situation. Especially with someone who, as you say, he's ate at my table before. He came to my house, whatever, ate my little jambalaya, my gumbo. You know what I'm saying? My steak, whatever it was, whatever y'all ate that day or whatever. I felt like, why was there a conversation being had? Just not on the stage, like not make a public. Make a private contractual misunderstanding or whatever. Why make that a part of your show for the audience and then have to say, what the fuck are you talking about? What's going on? What happened? Dia live in Calabasas. Stop trying him like he's not who he is. Monique is just now getting her shine back, and this is coming from a Monique. Okay, you know what I'm saying? People in her house. What you're saying? I get that now, and I think it's fine. But again, we're gonna leave it back. But I want to get into the actual receipts that they both posted. Okay, because both she posted some things and he posted some things. Okay, now yesterday, share the video file. I hate when I'm looking. Okay, boom. Because yesterday, was it that he posted stuff? Yes, he posted a response to her tirade on stage, and I'm maybe tirade is the right word. He posted a response to what she said on stage. Just saying how take the order of the name and ticket stuff last night, and you'll see who's confused against my better judgment over the objection of my team for other occasions where I said no. I decided to take a chance. I can't see. Take a chance and work hard. So this was from yesterday. Okay, so he was like, you know what I'm saying? Watch the order of the show. Okay, people was paid a lot when it's a laugh. Not hear about your contract. Okay. So that's what he said. So she then responded. Okay. She responded to him based on him saying that. And I was like, well, we was wondering, Monique, what happened? Where's the contract? What happened if you're saying that's what it is? And is that really what it is? So when Monique came up today and she posted her receipt of what she said happened, not even receipt. The first thing she did was ask him, who are you talking to? Okay. The fact that you point the people to the ticket stubs for the order of the show, okay, the names of the show, whatever, versus your contract implies that you don't have a contract that shows you are the headliner like I do. Either show your contract or be quiet. Stop messing with people who have never messed with you and who once considered you a comrade in comedy. But I thank you, DL, because you're the reason why I fight for my people like I do. Anytime you open for the Kings of Comedy and I was the headliner for the Queens of Comedy and you think you should close the show over me is a prime example of the bias that Black women have to deal with in this business. I won't even discuss awards. I love us for real. Okay, so that's what Monique posted. And this is my thing. Because sometimes you gotta put out disclaimers because you out here defending DL or you against Monique, and I'm not. but I have to look at things for what they is. And I do think we know for a fact that women in any industry does have it harder than men. Hard stop. You heard me right. I agree that women in any situation have it harder than men. Hard stop. I said it. Okay, so don't say I didn't. However, in this situation, I feel like you bringing up how. Let me Google Queens of Comedy. I just want to figure out when Queens of Comedy came out, because I always want to reference how far back she going with stuff. Okay, because I can't remember. So Queens of Comedy came out in 2001. So 21 years ago, she's saying 21 years ago that when the Queens of Comedy came out, she was, a headliner. Okay, let's see, Kings of Comedy. When did the Kings of Comedy come out? Okay, I want to be sure. Again, Queens of Comedy was 2001. Kings of Comedy came out in 2000. That was 22 years ago, which means it probably was more than that, because if the movie came out in 2000, it was probably filmed in like 99. Okay, so this is my thing. Because at this point in time, she brought that up in her show on stage, how, he was an opener at the Kings of Comedy. The Kings of Comedy was Cedric, DL, Steve Harvey, and then Bernie Mac, and he rest in peace. The Queens of Comedy, who I can't remember who was the Queens of Comedy was, let me see y'all, because I don't, my brain ain't what it used to be. Honey, who was it? Why can't I see? Oh, it was Adele Givens, some more, Laura Hayes, and Monique. That's who was on the Queens of Comedy? I didn't remember that Laura Hayes was on. I'm leave that be. But again, she's referencing, you know what I'm saying, 21 years ago, what was whatever. And I'm like, but if you have D.L. Hughley, Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, and Cedric the Entertainer, to me, those are all headliners. To me. And I even said with Monique and with DL in their situation, if they have more than one show to do, why not every night flip who first and who last? You know what I'm saying? Flip who first and who last when it's two of y'all. Well, you again, Steve Harvey, Bernie Mac, DL Hughley, and Cedric the Entertainer. I enjoy all four of them. I know some of y'all do not find DL funny. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, Rain. Hey, Rain. What's my friend, y'all? Hey, y'all know people I know in real life get special attention when I be out here, when I can see them comment about something. Okay. So, I'm like, I can't take her saying because I was a headliner in the Queens of Comedy. You were a headliner in the Queens of Comedy. But I was like, no tea, no shade. No tea, no shade. I feel like with those four, with, again, Adele Givens, some more Laura Hayes, that was 21 or 22 years ago. I don't even think those four comedians were as big as they got after that comedy special, even though I was very, very familiar with all four ladies. But I'm like, how are you comparing two different things? It's my opinion. And I also want to point out Monique is funny. But again, this whole thing right here about, again, why, when you was an opener for the Kings and I was a headliner for the Queens, but that was 22 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And people, no, there's only one headliner. If Jay-Z and Lil Wayne do a concert together, neither Jay-Z or Lil Wayne will be anything but a headliner. Is my opinion. So what I'm saying is, if two veteran comedians who have fan bases are doing a comedy show in Detroit at the Fox, to me, neither one of them should be anything but the headliner, because neither one of them are anything less. It's my point. So I know if you have a show where it's, regular folk and then one big act, you have like headliners. You know what I'm saying? And you have the other folk around here. But if you have DL and Monique, they both deserve that respect. No one should have to be, you know what I'm saying, one or the other. But I felt like in her comparing, because her big comparison has been, I headlined the Queen of the Comedy back in 2001, and you was an opener for the Kings of Comedy in 2000. She said that in 2022. And this is no knock, no shade to Monique. No knock, no shade to Monique. They're both big in their own right because of how long they've been in the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point. And what she said right here, because she posted this on her account. Okay? That's my thing. And I'm going to also bring up how she said they were a comrade in comedy. Okay? But she also said in her show how he talked cash shit about her, before. She also brought up how once on his radio show before that they asked her that, would you rather shit that she was offended by. So to me, there was some kind of issue between them. And I'm also guessing that's why he said in his thing yesterday that he kept saying no to working with her based on different situations. Anytime she feels like that she comes with a nuclear bomb because she feels if she doesn't do it that way, nobody's gonna listen to her. I fully agree. Take turns off in the headliner night. Each night, so let Veterans Rock. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna say yeah because I don't know what to say. So that's my point. And how people want to make it seem as if you're gonna be one headliner. Who comes see DL? If y'all don't know, and I also think some folk don't know because some folk don't follow all folk. If you don't follow DL, you may not know that he's still booking shows. We still don't know if Monique booking shows because Monique act like she was blackballed for 30 years. And we are just not feeling like she's getting back out here. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on to what he then posted in response to that. So DL on his page posted a couple things. Okay, but this is the caption of what he posted. He says, after this, I don't want to hear no more about this. Okay, peace, deuces. Here it is in black and white. The only thing black out is personal information, personal begging and shit. Okay. 1, I'm a headliner, highest paid artist on the show, artist to have approval of lineup of show, DL Hughley closing, receipts, opinions. I got everything that was stated in my contract, everything. But let's say I didn't. My beef wouldn't be with anyone but the promoter and or my team. And I damn sure wouldn't make it personal. If you have a problem, take it up with management. And by that, I mean yours. Daryl, Lynn, Hughley, Team DK, King shit. Now, let's discuss this part. And again, in the comment section, y'all gonna say what y'all want to say. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because I can't fuss with folk who feel one way or the other. We love you. I love you nonetheless. Okay. So, to me, DL is saying, I had contract. Because let's also make this clear. When two separate comedians have contracts, their contracts have nothing to do with each other. Meaning, DL don't have any approval of Monique's contract with the promoters and the people, and Monique don't have any connection to DL's contract. They both had two separate contracts with promoters for a show at a city and location. Okay. So his point is the contract I got everything I wanted in my contract. Which means, Monique, if your contract says something that you did not get, your issue should not be with me. Okay? That's what I need folk to focus on. He not saying anything about what she was promised because he didn't have shit to do with her contract. He's saying again, I'm gonna reiterate what he said was opinions. I got everything that was stated in my contract, everything. But let's say I did not. My beef would not be with anyone but the promoter or my team. I said that yesterday. I said, look, if she didn't get what she wanted that was in her contract, Why she mad at D.L. Hughley? Even if D.L. Hughley said to the people, I'm not going on stage if I can't close the show. Let's say that he went to the show that day. He said, look, if I can't close the show, I ain't going on. If the promoter, if he did have that in a contract and the promoter changed what Monique had going on to do that for him, that's still the promoter's fault. And we're not even trying to discuss that kind of the main issue initially was the fact that she took the situation on stage at a comedy show. That was the initial situation. The whole thing at first was, oh, why is she bringing up this contractual situation as a part of her show to the audience here in Detroit, Michigan, who paid for a comedy show? In the first 15 or so minutes, you ran a raving about DL being a COON. You ran a raving about DL, you know what I'm saying? This and all these other things because you're upset. And I seen someone put in my comment section at one point, people act like, people don't use real life and they show how, how Dave Chappelle would have whole, concerts or comedian. He would have not concerts. He would have a whole show based on what's going on. And I brought up the Chris Rock and Will Smith situation. Chris Rock had a whole comedy tour planned before that slap. And after the slap, he didn't go on stage and change his show. Monique changed up her show to rant and rave about something that happened that she was mad about. Not because it would have been funny to the crowd, but because she was venting to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure that no one is making it seem as if no one believes Monique or like Monique is crazy. That ain't even what it is. The main issue at first was Monique. Why are you mad at DL? And I agree with him in this part right here. Him saying, if you did not get what was in your contract, I want you to go at the promoters and your management because I got what was in my contract. Period. Okay. So the contract right there on the side it's a little bit. The main point of what he wanted to show us was this. In his contract that he had, let's read it. Okay, let's make it bigger. Let's make it so everybody can see it. Okay. Wrong button, honey. I want to be able to see. So, wait, what? Girl, wrong button. I keep hitting the wrong damn button. Boom. Trying to do this. So billing 100% headline. Venue. Here Fox Theater. Date of engagement was on Saturday. Deal, of course, blacked out. Additional provisions. Artists to be highest paid artists on the show. Artists to have approval of lineup and running order of show. Lineup. DL Hughley closing. Monique. Ada Rodriguez, local radio host, who was doing the in-between stuff. Okay. Boom. That was his point. Now, I know Monique separately was bringing up, we'll get to that in 1 second. His point was, my contract, my deal, whatever I had was this. This is what I had. That's what he said. Okay. He then went on and posted some other things. Okay. And we have Monique receipts too. So just wait a second. Y'all in the comment. Y'all is, you know what I'm saying? Rant on a live, not at your job. And I can rant here because this is my job. This is what y'all came here for. Okay. But yeah, it's what it is. Honey, look. Y'all be talking like we have to get to stuff. Okay. Thanks for the super chat. At the end of the day, y'all don't know what that was. But thank you for the super chat. So that's my point. Y'all like it wasn't a deal. Y'all said that because Monique said that. That's my point. And at the end of this is my thing. So y'all I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So he also posted this. Okay, he also posted the schedule of the show, which shows Josh Adams, Ada, Monique DL during their sound check and at the actual show. How it had him as the closer. He showed the promotion of the show, which always had his name first. And he shows the promotion for the show again, which has him having a bigger picture. Also, his name, a little bit bigger than Monique's. Okay, so at the end of the day, y'all keep saying it was a memo, not a contract. Y'all do know a memo is still a part of what it is, though. Monique said that's the memo. That ain't the contract. No one said that, and because when he posted it, because they sent it to him as a part of what it was, y'all. With Monique, as both of them posted their own stuff. And in case y'all don't know, deal memos can be considered contracts. It's a legal document, which is why people ask for stuff in writing. Things don't always say contract. Some things say memo, some things say agreements. That's why my point was both DL and Monique had two different deals, because guess what? They don't work together. Period. So it's not as if, the issue, what y'all felt like, the issue was the promoters. But I think some folk just want to make it seem like, she was okay to roast him into in my opinion, she wasn't. So after he posted what he posted, posted the contracts or whatever, Monique then made her post. Let me read it because I can't see it. It's a little real small. Okay, let me get off screen so y'all can see what I can see too. DL Hughley. There were some of you who were fooled by the smoke and mirrors of DL posting his deal memo versus his performance agreement. Here's my agreements, and here are emails and texts confirming that, as per usual, I'm going to always keep it real and honest with my people. If you notice, mine has signatures and DL does not. What type of ironclad agreement doesn't have the signatures of the participants involved? Apparently DL's. Now, you told me to check with my management, and this is what I came up with. So how did I do? Perhaps you should have taken your own advice, because I'm sure your team would have advised you against trying to pass the deal memo off as a contract. To those out there who thought the deal memo was the same as the performance agreement, this is how we're constantly taken advantage of by business. And just so you know, the promoter already told my team before the show that you didn't have a signed agreement. That's why I'm not surprised you're using the deal memo. That said, maybe they lied and you actually have a contract. If so, the promoters have put themselves in a terrible position to have more legal action taken against them beyond malicious concealment for breaking the contract at the last second. That said, DL, we the people will be waiting for your signed document. Okay, and she then posted some things herself. And pop back on screen. And this is the crazy part. In her own statement, she said the promoters may have gave you something different. And I think people keep missing the point. The whole point is her anger should not have been in DL. That's the point. The point is she also should not have went on stage about this issue. That's the point. I think people, at the end of the day, she had a contract that the venue and the promoters did not uphold. How is that DL's fault for her to then go on stage and then rip him to shreds about it? And in my opinion, what I've seen him put out was, if there was some kind of issue based on what you told and what I was told, your issue should be with the promoters or your team, because I got what I asked for. Thank you. Hey, Jamie. Oh, Jaylee was okay. I'm really from Brooklyn Hills, Michigan, but living in England. I love watching your channel because it reminds. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I'd rather be the highest paid than the closer. I'll open what time you need me to be ready. Is she disputing the highest paid too? That part I'm not sure. I don't think she is. It was a setup for drama. I didn't see headline in her agreement. I didn't either. But some folk want to be mad. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. She even said the promoters. And that's my point. But I always say, sometimes y'all be missing the forest within the trees. Y'all be missing the points of it all. No one is saying that she should not have gotten whatever she was supposed to get. The point is, who she mad at. And I'm gonna say this: had Monique went hard at the promoters, who we don't really know, this story would not have gotten picked up. Had she said, D&D ointment of 123 Entertainment, you know what I'm saying, didn't, do this and do that, the story wouldn't have gotten as much attention. But the Monique of it all, going after the DL of it all, is a story. And the fact that in her own post, she said, if the promoters did something different and they can then be held liable, for breaking an agreement. And that was DL's point. Why are you mad at me? Why are you mad at me? I'm talented just like you. I had a contract with them just like you. But our contracts are not connected because we're two separate entities. We're two separate, entities. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So I think people are missing the point of no one is saying, oh, Monique, why are you mad at him? Why are you mad at DL? Because the contract you had, the stadium or the Fox or whoever did not uphold what you had. Take it up with your manager and the promoters. But she didn't do that. She went at DL on stage during a comedy show. You know what I'm saying? All this heat should be given to the promoter. And that's my whole point. But people be missing the point. Also, boom, DL don't owe Monique a copy of his contract. Because guess what? They don't work together. You think any artist who on tour doing concerts is sharing their contracts with each other? You think SWV and Escape is sharing contracts? No. Because they're two separate groups. The same way DL and Monique are two separate comedians. No one called Monique's agent and then called DL's agent and had a group phone call. No, you negotiate separately. I'm also pretty sure whatever he got paid, she did not get paid. I think they both got paid two different amounts. Because they're two separate entities. Thank you, Lucky Charms, for the super chat. Deal memos are before the official contract. Monique posted the final contract. DL did not. Deal memos are how you get paid. Deal memos are how you got for real. Somebody got as my title said, as my title of this video said, somebody lying, and I feel like it's the promoters. I also believe she's burning bridges. You want to know why? Not because of her wanting to defend herself. It's about how she did it. And I think some folks don't get that. And I think some folks don't get you. Oh, I can burn shit down. You know what I'm gonna burn shit down? When someone physically hurts someone I love, I'm gonna physically do some things. Okay? But if it's business stuff, you will rarely look. 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 There have been many times that I could have came on here and read folk for filth because of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Over the 5 years of me being on YouTube. Okay, could have did it. And I don't mean little shit like, you know what I'm saying, delivery. No, I mean people I've actually had to work with. You know what I'm saying, in life. The reason I don't do that because that's bad business. It's messy. And that ain't how you handle shit. And people who don't get that, then don't get it. But you know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen Oprah or Beyonce or the Queen of England. I don't know why I added her in here. But you've never seen some people have such a public reaction to when bullshit happen. What you sometimes see from folk who do business is a very well written statement about bullshit they had to deal with and them taking some kind of legal action. Monique don't do that. Monique scorches earth and then wonder why she can't walk around barefoot. Basically, the ground hot. You made the ground too hot to walk barefoot. And that's just a part of the game. Sadly, it is. And it's more sad that, women usually can't go scorch earth. Because, they're the angry black women. We know that. But I think people in general should not do scorched earth. I don't. I think, Monique, there's always a way for you to read people for filth for what they've done to you, but do it in a way to where no one thinks that you're the problem. Sometimes it's not what we do, it's how we do it. At some point, Monique thought she was the headliner. Whatever changed, it was agreed upon between each talent's teams. It sounded like Monique's team did not communicate this update. And that's true. That's true. And that does not mean that she doesn't have the right to be upset. However, my thought process has always been, why she mad at him? Why do that on stage? Why not handle it off stage? Okay, why do that? And even when she's asked, when she was on stage saying, is he gay? Is he taking it up the ass? I feel sorry for his wife, who has to suck dick of was it a loser or something? I forgot what you called him. You know what I'm saying? Did all that on stage. And then when he, went online, he didn't really read her. Like, he didn't really go in on her like she did him. Because he was like, why she mad at me? I think she had a big tantrum backstage and she had enough of him. I think he had a big tantrum. Okay, we're going to see. Deal modes are not legally binding. Google it. I ain't gonna go shit. I don't. Right, not Jamie. Incorrect demos are kind of, look, I ain't a lawyer. I don't even care. Okay. Ain't that serious. Thank you, Jaylee Johnson. I work in entertainment. We send those out early in the process. Unfortunately, a lot of talent don't sign the contract until the day of to ask for more. Take it up with the promoter. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. I'm sorry to skip past a whole bunch of y'all comments. It's me comments. Together behind the scenes, she turned not gutter snipe, honey. Not gutter snipe. Because male talent will bull female talent into not being the headliners. I've witnessed this. Okay. These clubs opponents are watching Monique. She's done lost 50 deal with it. Look. What else she posted? I want to get into that. She posted her contract. Okay. And the contract that she posted, people did say they did not see, headliner in it. I want to make it bigger for y'all to see fully what she posted. So this is what Monique posted, in response to an actual contract. Hicks Media, around here, performance agreement. The date, May 28th, between Hicks Media and Monique, blah, 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 blah. Engagement, purchase agrees the talent and talent hereby accept such engagement to perform 1 30-minute to 45-minute concert show engagement. The talent shall be the headline of the show. Oh, it was saying it. The talent shall be the headline of the show and the closing talent for the show, of which talent shall not perform later than 1 hour performance after the start of the show. So again, they both had paperwork. He showed the memo. She had a performance agreement, which at the bottom we did see signatures. Okay, we've seen initials, not signatures, initials. I'll make that clear. Okay. She also posted this, okay, which was the run of the show. This one that she posted had her closing. And this was a letter sent to her before the show. It had her closing. But again, if she had this that was sent to her and he had something else that was sent to him, who would your issue be with? If the show people gave me this stuff, why am I mad at the other person? Answer me that. Just wondering. The contract is kind of vague. It doesn't identify which talent. It has her name, but it doesn't be expressively saying she's the said talent. Acting out had consequences. You're free to act a fool, and people are free to label you as unhinged. Is called a reputation. This is a promoter issue. They promised two people 2 different things. Yet Monique made it seem like it was her ego. I'm sorry, it made it seem like it was his ego that made him refuse to go first. Maybe he refused to go first because he was told otherwise. And I think that's what people don't get. It ain't DL's fault. It's not his fault. It's not. And anyone who can't see that is not DL's fault. No one is saying that Monique should not have gotten what she was told. No one is saying that. However, two separate people were told two separate things, and both had their own receipts. Both had their own receipts. And this is the crazy part. Monique had a signed agreement and still didn't get what she was told, didn't get what she signed on for. How was that DL's fault? That's my whole point. The promoters and her husband are the issue for me. The promoters are who she should fully be pissed at and go off on for me. Had Monique went on stage and said that y'all, the promoters ain't shit, and at least went off on the wrong person, okay, at least she went off on the right person. But we feel like she went off on the wrong person for the wrong reason. And that, I'm like, do y'all not get that? Monique didn't get what she wanted. DL got what he wanted. At the end of the day, the audience didn't care who went. They wasn't pissed. They didn't care who went on first or second. The promoters played her. Period. And it's not even, again, as I've consistently, because folks love to say, you on Team DL, you didn't say Monique deserved. Monique deserved to get what she signed up for. But so did DL. They both had the same thing promised to them. That's a promoter's issue. And if Monique's original and her thing, all Monique said was, all Monique said was about the promoters was they shady as shit. She said that little bit of part, and the rest was about DL. You want to know why? Because that would get attention. Period. And I think people don't get that. I think people, because Monique has went through a lot. We know that for a fact. All that she went through with the whole pressure situation and with Tyler and Oprah and Lee Daniels and all of that. She had to sit down for a long time. And now she back outside. And I think people want to feel like, Monique is always riding for us. She loves us. And she does. But at the same time, you have to fuss at the right person for the right reasons. It could have been hilarious. Where is it at? It could have been a funny set about janky promoters, especially to do a whole set about janky promoters in Detroit who played you would have been funny. But she made it about him, and then it went viral, and we all talking about it, and they're both posting receipts. And I'm going to say it again, even if he posted a deal memo, he got what the deal memo told him he was supposed to get. She had a whole contract and did what she was supposed to get. So your issue should always be with who fucked you over. If DL came in and said, I'm not coming around here and going second because my deal memo say this. They gave him what he was supposed to get. They didn't give Monique what she was supposed to get. Why gonna stay the fuck the DL and not the promoters who paid both y'all to come there? Truth be told, both y'all. Okay. Now she also posted little emails to people with the show. Hi again. Thank you so much for everything. Attached, please find the run of show for Saturday. And that was the one that showed she was supposed to close. So my thing is, if they were sending you things saying you were supposed to do one thing or the other, and you didn't get that, your issue should be with the people who did not give you what you were supposed to give. The other for Monique, can Monique do the 2 o'clock? The 2 o'clock still info, blah blah blah. Show info, Fox Theater, 8 p.m. Ada, DL, Monique. So you have all this proof that you were supposed to get something and they did not give it to you. Let's not act like this wasn't DL's show. It wasn't DL's show. It was actually the promoters who were promoting the show. And I think that's why DL, I'm going to post again. I'm going to show one thing he did. DL posted that right there, that flyer, the Comedy Explosion, that's what they posted. Starring DL and Monique. And usually, whoever is the head on the name do go first. So the show themselves was putting his name first and not hers. So that's something that he was pointing out. The people promoting the show were telling me one thing and telling me something different. That's his point. His point is they were even promoting it. Do I have it in this one? Yeah. They were even promoting it, you know what I'm saying? With his name first. They did that. They did that. They did that. They did that. It's like, what don't people get? They did that. And I think the whole thing is that Monique should be the one to go off on the promoters. Monique needs to speak on the promoters and her hubby and for not getting her not getting what she was required to get the everything that he has for right. And that's what I'm like, that's what I don't get. Folks, DL ain't funny. Okay, people find him funny. The promoters cause unnecessary drama. Okay, take it with the lawyers. Take your receipts and sue the promoters. The reason why she went after DL, because if you look closely, the real person at fault will be her husband, because isn't that his job? She's talent she shouldn't have to deal with at all. The talent should not deal with contracts and issues. That should be handled by him. The tickets were printed beforehand with his name first. You have never been to a Jay-Z concert and his name went first? Meaning the promoters promoted this as him as the headliner. The promoters promoted this with DL as the headliner. He had a deal memo as him as the headliner. At the end of the day, for the show, he closed the show. But if Monique had a contract, and the contract says something different, I want y'all to stay with me. Stay on task. Okay, stay on task. If Monique had a contract that said the opposite and that didn't happen, why are you pissed and had a rant about D.O. Hughley? And not about Kiss FM 105.9 here in the D, who played you and who gave D.L. what he was told he was supposed to get. All printed material made it look like he was the headliner. Plus the ticket. Mo should have had an issue prior to the night of. And you want to know why? Because most talent and the management is on top of that shit. When I do my thumbnails, my name is always around there somewhere. You want to know why? Because it's my shit. You have to be on top of your stuff. And her management should always be making sure whatever is known, supposed to be about Monique, it should be about Monique. Period. And that's how it is. When you see any YouTuber, any credible person who around here wants to have a brand for themselves and wants to be known or whatever, and make sure that we know who it is, you make sure that your branding is correct. And ain't no way on God's green earth, okay, that me as the headliner would see, his name first. oh, not only is his name first, I'm looking for Bonnie. Not only is his name first, it's all the tickets have his shit on there. Sydney, husband, get on that shit, bruh. Because I'm supposed to be the headline. I'm the baby. I'm the mama. Or you're the daddy. I don't know. But if you're supposed to be that person, okay, that's what it's supposed to be. Hey, boo. Hey, Bondi. I think she liked to talk shit during her shows, and that's how she felt however she was wrong this time. And I agree. You know what I'm saying? And I think people don't get that. Because she went at the wrong person. At the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion. She could have did a Will Smith. She could have did a Will Smith. Please don't. I don't want nobody Will Smith with nobody. Don't do that. She already degraded that man, which was crazy to watch. As a woman, you could not unsee or unhear that. The main issue I had at her going at DL was saying I feel sorry for his wife having to suck a dick of whatever. I always feel like do not bring someone's spouse and children into y'all bullshit. Because his wife ain't did shit to you. And to say I feel sorry for his wife because she got to suck the dick of was it a COON? Whatever she said, but that's what I had the most issue with. Because I feel like that man's wife should not be involved, you know what I'm saying, and whatever, because she ain't on stage. She didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And in this aspect, she was wrong. Period. And the crazy part is, you still went on stage and did a show as not the headliner. And now, going forward, folks going to think twice about booking you because, again, it's always going to be how was Monique going to react when something goes wrong. If every time something goes wrong, you publicly air shit out before trying to fix it behind the scenes, it makes it look like you do bad business. It makes it look like your husband don't know what he's doing. And let's not act like folks have not said in the past that Monique's husband does bad business for her. That was their issue. Sometimes it wasn't even Monique, it was Sydney's ass. As long as the checks cleared and both parties got what they asked for, what's the issue? Mo needs to review and go over her own contract, regardless of that zaddy of a manager. And she's going through all these issues. She should rethink having him as a manager. People don't get, what I'm saying? I know folks want someone close to them. Like for me, my mom will be the only person I would trust to read contracts and make sure that my best interest is at heart because it's my mama. You know what I'm saying? And I think some folks have to realize your spouse sometimes may not be that person. And if you try them out to be that person and you keep having fuck ups or they keep having fuck ups or things keep happening, maybe get them out that road. Because we've heard time after time about people having an issue with her husband and how he do things. We've heard that before. I think at first I heard that more than I heard her being an issue. I heard about him being an issue first, then about her. Okay. The promoters aren't saying anything because she got what she. The promoters aren't saying anything because she got what her contract said. She said she was supposed to go first. I don't know. People are saying DL ain't funny yet. DL has been consistently working and with top comedians. He ain't the one who's ever had a problem to get booked, and his specials are all on Netflix. He didn't need more. I think DL is funny. I think every comedian at some point in their career may not have been as funny as they could be now. I find him funny. But that don't mean other folks don't. I just think it's weird. He ain't funny. He's funny. People don't like Kevin Hart. I think he's funny. He has some corny moments too. I'm saying, but it just depends. It really depends. And if one comedian ain't the thing, cool, go to the next one. But if you think no one went to that show to see him, you're fooling yourself. Because promoters don't book people who won't put asses in the seats. You do know that, right? If someone isn't funny and they're not someone, the tickets to them shows was like maybe like $80. Promoters will not try to book someone who they don't think will sell out an arena. The Fox ain't small. You know what I'm saying? The Fox isn't small. So you have to bring folk in who will fill up them damn seats. Period. It seemed they both on the same thing. They were told the exact same thing. And she did not have to drag him. She had the 50 cent, but not the 50 cent muscles. Lord Jesus, can someone clarify why the contract is on Monique's company's letterhead if you are booked by a promoter? Wouldn't the contract come from the party being the party booking the talent? Sometime, because I'm pretty sure Monique and them are an entity. That is probably what she requests when being booked. So sometimes it can be on either person's letterhead, but the whole, because we didn't see the whole contract. But somewhere within the contract, it would have to list the location and what's being booked. So, that's not that much of an issue. So that can kind of go either way. It doesn't really matter who. That can be, different or whatever. Right. Monique is Mary J. last one with Ken do. That is true. Because Ken do look, Ken do ruined some shit. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? Ruins, okay? And that's what it is. And I'm like, I would just be like, I don't want to do that no more. They ultimately honored their agreement with DL and not her. That's what she should be upset with. If they didn't promise him those things, why didn't they just let Mo close the show then? And that's the point. And that's what DL said too. That was DL's whole point. And saying, let's pull it back up. Okay? What DL said. Hold on, y'all. You gotta rewind. Dun, 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 dun. Opinions. I got everything that was stated in my contract, everything, but let's say I didn't. My beef wouldn't be with anyone but the promoter and on my team, and I damn sure wouldn't make it personal. And I think him saying making it personal was Monique going in on his wife and how she felt bad for the wife and his family. Because I'm like, what the fuck does this wife and kids and what does the wife and children and family have to do with anything? Nothing. His wife ain't on the show doing shows. Neither is his family. So again, I think that was the point that I would make it, because she made it personal. She fully made it personal. And I think that's what people forget. And people, y'all just don't like, it ain't about not liking Monique. I want Monique to win every day. I do. I really, really do. But because look, first of all, I'm a business too. Okay? And as a businesswoman, I'm like, sometimes you can't scorch earth because you pissed at somebody that handled you some kind of way in business. We see how sometimes that don't work. And the down show don't work when you're going at the wrong person. It won't work when you make it public. It won't work where you've done one show and this one show is this big blow up. I wasn't gonna mention Monique, but y'all did, honey. Go ahead, like the video, because like the video. Because liking is always the thing to do. But I did not want to bring up Monique and Nene, but somebody else did. Greek Squad. Was it Greek Squad? What is it? Greek something? I can't see. Greek Sun. You did. Just how Nene did it. Let's compare this. Let's compare Mariah Huck from Married to Medicine, Nene from Housewives of Atlanta, and Monique. 3 Black women who had issues with a network or someone doing business with them. And to me, Mariah Huck is the only one who quietly made it public, but got it handled behind the scenes and did not have to scorch earth. Nene scorched earth before getting another gig. And now she's sitting on, she just sitting on. She wanna sit, okay? And you have Monique, who, in her own words, have said for years she wasn't able to get booked because of her being blackballed, and now she's back in the mix of things, and she again is trying to scorch earth with another comedian who technically did not do anything wrong to her. I told y'all, if y'all think I couldn't go on this live, on the live, and go off about one thing or the other, I could. But why do that? Because then who wants to work with me if I'm going to call them out on bullshit? You know what I'm saying? And this is chess, not checkers. And as black women, we have to always be careful how we handle shit, because how we look, how we're viewed. And is that fair? No. We know that. But it is what it is, okay? Thank you, Laquita. I'm just going to Laquita, girl. Loretta Banks for the super chat. Monique's brand is showing don't do business with her, period. And it does. And that's not a way to say, oh, you know, she deserves. It's not that. But I'm like, when you out here shooting yourself in your foot, what you want us to do? What you want us to do? Even when DL's first post, you know, I'm gonna share my screen, y'all, because I'm tired of having to switch back and forth between his stuff and her stuff. When they both were putting stuff on their pages. Boom, 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 boom. I want to be sure this is the chin, because they could have posted them and I don't even know. So when y'all be Googling shit, when DL first posted his post and said, all you have to do is check the order of names on the ticket stubs last time, you'll see who was confused. So I think his whole point was, it wasn't even me. It wasn't even me who you should have had an issue with. It wasn't even me who you should have been pissed with, because the ticket stubs was made before today. And if the ticket stub said one thing, what you mad at me for something else? And his joke was, you know, who you play on the show became, oh, Monique, I didn't even know. Oh, she did. So Monique did, you know, respond back on her thing, okay? But again, it's like, I do feel like he didn't even really scorch earth at that point. He just said, hey, you know, you look at the contract, look at the ticket stuff, look at it, look at the promotion of the show. People champion Monique like they can go on their job and act like that, and you can't. Look, I seen someone say, Monique, girl, look what 50 said. I seen someone say, if 50 don't do her right and she's, you know, go off on him, it's gonna be a World War III. I'm like, look. If Monique and 50 Cent go head to head, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Okay. So again, I felt like his posts to Monique weren't even bad posts. I felt like he wasn't even going at Monique, in my opinion. I felt like he kept on saying, like, read the contract. You know, I got what I paid for. But if you did not get what you paid for, then check with promotion and your team. Anything else shouldn't be on me at the all. Okay? Who's gonna be more petty? 50 Cent or Monique? You know what? The reason I would say 50 would be more petty is because all 50 would have to do was post all his shows and say, this is what I've been doing since you ain't been doing shit. Like, and at that point, it's like, okay, checkmate. And y'all know I can't stand 50 Cent. I cannot stand 50 Cent. And I would be pissed at Monique, and she would make me have to defend that motherfucker. Look, Monique, don't you do shit to make me have to defend 50 fucking Cent, because I can't stand him. Okay, he gets on my fucking nerve. Okay, right, he don't care at all. DL's not trying to go back and forth with her. He knows. He knows she's really not. She's physically unstable. But you know what I appreciate? I appreciate him not wanting to disrespect her. Because some men, some comedians would not have shown her so much grace. I think if she be with 50 Cent, he won't show her no grace. So I'm happy that, his shade was like light shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing heavy. It wasn't nothing that she can like be with her. Like, he didn't call her name. She called that man everything but a child of God. Called that man everything but D.L. Hughley. And then questioned what the D.L. stood for, which is why he's now signing everything, Daryl Lynn Hughley. So I was like, we can't make excuses for bad behavior. And we can say that Monique was done wrong in the present situation and not try to make that as an excuse as to why going forward, anytime someone does something, that she need to go ahead and scorch earth because she feel like she was right to do that. And again, if I pay $80 for a comedy show to see D.L. Hughley and Monique, and she spends the first 20 minutes fussing and ranting about a contract issue and how she did like, I'm like, bitch, what you hear? Like, what? What you mad for? What's happening? Monique is starting to blackball herself again. Child. Everyone deserves to stand up for themselves, but I always say it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Even with me, and when I come on here, y'all make me mad. I'm like, what? I'm like, y'all ain't listening. I politely check y'all and say, look, pay attention now. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here just ruining your reputation for nothing. And Monique, in some instances, she's ruining shit for no reason. Yes, he came on, but he still did his own show. That's why his set didn't go viral, because he did not respond to her on stage. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really respond to her in his IG thing. He didn't respond to her how he did him. To me, he was respectful. He could have also talked about her, that punk ass husband, bad business. All he said was talk to your management and to the promoters. That's it. And I've always said, like I said yesterday, no one wants to see Monique do shows if all she's gonna do is rant and rave about stuff. Because comedians, you're supposed to have a plan. You're supposed to have a whole show plan. And that's what most comedians will do little tours to build up a performance or a show, whatever, and they perform that. If every night you winging it and you so happen to get to a point to where, this can be fun. It's like, no, where's your plan? When I come on here, I have a plans. Shit. I have the photos. I'm what I'm going to discuss. I have it up. It's a planned show. This is a show. Are you not entertained? It's a show. We put on shows for y'all every day, and it's planned. Now, little shit happen, and we kind of skirt the level, whatever. But for the most part, it's a show. And she ain't do all that. So in my opinion, Monique has the right to be upset, yes. But does she have the right to be upset with DL? No. They both post the receipts. Whose side? In the comment section, I'm gonna do a poll. Let me do a poll, y'all. Can I be online to do a poll? Can I be online to do a poll? I want to know, after seeing, both people, whose side are you on? I'm doing a poll right now on time, because this is gonna have to sometime pivot. If you want Monique, if I misspell something, leave me be, or DL. So after seeing both of their receipts, after realizing that even Monique said the promoters could have told him something or whatever and whatnot, after DL also saying, hey, check with the promoters or your management. In the case of Monique going on stage and tearing DL Hughley a new booty hole, did Monique do the right thing in that? And are you on Monique's side for her wanting to go at DL, even though he ain't do shit? You know what I'm saying? We see they both had receipts. They both were promised, the same shit, but DL got it. But is that his fault? So again, whose side are you on today? Okay. So right now we had now it's 578, 582 in here. We have 96 folks. Most folks need to vote. Now, right now, I say 79% of y'all say DL and 20% says Monique. Okay? I want some more votes now. And again, this isn't about who had the best receipts, because they both posted their own receipts, which showed they both were told they were headliners. So when both posted, they were both told they were headliners. They both posted stuff showing they were told two different things. DL got what his deal memo said. Monique did not get what her signed contract said. Okay? Meaning the promoters and the show people did not give her what she was supposed to get. In that aspect, Team Monique, Team DL, how do you fare? Okay? Now, for me, I feel Monique had every right to be pissed. Yes, had every right to be pissed. However, I still feel like DL is right in this, because he said the main thing. If you did not get what you wanted, that should be something to take up with the promoters, your management, not me. Wait, what? So nobody want to work with her because of that ass husband of hers, and that's the first thing she said was that they mad because she the king. Like, girl, bye. I don't think nobody want her husband. I just want Monique to do better. Her talent is being overshadowed with. Yes, look, Monique is talented as a comedian, as an actress. I think she's fucking amazing. I think back in the day, because she was a plus size woman, she did not get the accolade she wanted, or that she needed, or that she deserved, because she was plus size. Okay, so I feel like I for sure want her to do. I want her. Look, I said I wanted Monique to be on Ghost, Tariq and them or whatever. I wanted her to play like Mary Blige older sister or something. You know what I'm saying? Or I wanted her to play Zeke mama. Before Monique got booked on BMF, we know Monique booked on BMF. Before Monique got booked on BMF, when season 2 was coming, I was like, damn, I would love to see her come on and do, Power Book 2, Ghost or whatever, and she can play Zeke mama, which would be Mary Blige's sister. Because I'm like, she would kill that shit. Period. Okay. But now she don't be able to whatever. But let me see what y'all saying now. Okay. So we have 159 votes, and it says 78% say DL and 22% says Monique. Well, you know what? That's fine. Because at the end of the day, we want them both to win. Okay. Look, y'all up and fussing about a memo versus the contract. At the end, right, the memo was honored. A memo was honored. She talked about the motors briefly. She for maybe all she said about the she said Jake promoters. That was it. The rest was DL. That's it. That's it. Okay. And you can't win when you keep having the same arguments in defense of yourself and your actions. If everyone keeps feeling like, oh, she be on bullshit, man, her, and not only that, her husband, but he on bullshit too. That's even worse. But at the end of the day, her contract wasn't honored, but DL's memo was. I would not have an issue with DL. My issue would be with whoever did not honor my contract. And if you told me the same that you told him, Again, my issue is with you, because I can't sue you based on DL's contract or his memo. I can sue you based on my memo. I also would not have one on stage. Pay me for what I'm worth. However, they probably told Monique, if you don't go on stage, you don't get paid. Now, she said, I didn't want to let the folks of Detroit down. Fuck, look. There's a reason I am rarely ever live on IG. I don't get paid to do that shit. Going live and having conversation to be entertaining is sometimes tiring, because I have to have energy. You know what I'm saying? It takes energy. And so I'm like, I'm not going to be on IG live for no reason. I come where I'm paid to do the shit. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if I had a contract and it wasn't honored, I'm not doing the shit. Because I'm not getting paid. Well, it ain't happening. I'm going to go home. And because I'm Monique, I'm going to book another show. My question is, well, I tell the audience, were they supposed to do a sign position and do a walkout? They weren't going nowhere. And the crazy part is, after she done her set, they stayed and watched the L. If he wasn't the headline, they would have left. Bye. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this conversation of it all. Okay, I have a great time with y'all, chatting about things going on in the world. Okay, like tomorrow I will be live to review, finally, because Love Mary Huntsville and DC, and also Puerto Rico. I will review on all those tomorrow. The live time is set already. I don't know what time it is, but it'll be sometime tomorrow. But ain't shit on Tuesdays. Ain't nothing on Tuesdays. So tomorrow evening or tomorrow late afternoon, I'm around here to be Love Mary Huntsville and DC and Puerto Rico. And also I will have my review up for Basketball Wives, and also couples retreat on VH1. Y'all know we're here all the time. Okay, again, a good time was had by all. Please do not forget to like the video. Okay, for all of the rewatchers, thank you guys for rewatching this later on today. Okay, I want everyone to finish enjoying their holiday, because it ain't over. Okay, get you some good water in your system, because it's hot. Get some water in your system. Get some bark in your system. Get some fruit in your system, whatever, God stuff. But again, good time had by all. Did you report about the fight with Martell? Did I? It's a whole look. Let me share. Let me share it. Because on my channel, honey, I have reviewed. This was a busy weekend. A busy weekend. Okay. And if y'all are new around here, okay, go ahead over to my channel. Yes, yeah. Go ahead over. Okay. I have reviewed everything. Okay. Everything. Okay. From the fight to everybody's lives. Okay. Wanda went off live about kids not being off limit. Okay, Monique goes up on DL. Mel want to go live again, giving their side of the fight. Okay, T.I. going off about his son. You know what I'm saying? The actual footage of Martell in the fight, which is up to 45,000 views. The guy went over Miss Juicy. It's all around here. Look, for all y'all new folks around here, look, I am always posting content. You know? I'm always around here trying to give y'all good old content, good old conversation. Okay, for the best of my ability. Okay, so go ahead on around there. Okay, and watch our mother content, because it is there. Okay, it is there. But I'll be live tomorrow to do again Love Mary Huntsville, Love Mary DC, Put a Ring on It, Basketball Wives, and Couples Retreat. So thank you. Okay. I had a great time, y'all. I am tired now. Okay, we've been on for almost an hour and a half. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on IG and Twitter at JayLeesCorner. Okay, and all of that. And other than that, I will see y'all tomorrow for reviews of some shows. Gotta go. Love you all. Peace.